All the little ones up here, please come up. And you sit down right here. Look toward old missionary Gary. That's the deal. Okay. Now, you know, I came a long way to see you today, and yet it wasn't so very far. I started this morning, and it took just 2 hours to drive here. And the sun was just coming up, and I realized I would have a chance to tell you some very special things. First of all, Missionary Gary goes all over the world. I've been in 75 countries. And I take pictures of missionaries. What do missionaries do? If I go out and visit those missionaries, what do those missionaries do? Do you know? What do missionaries do? Do you know? How about you, son? Do you know? They tell people about... Yes! Now, for the rest of your life, I want you to know that. Missionaries tell people about Jesus. And a lot of people that have never heard his name. Now, son, you come right out here. You come right out here. You know that this man, Gabriel, is going to be going to Ethiopia. He's going to be going to Ethiopia. Do you know in Ethiopia they're baptizing 1,000 people a day? Did you folks know that? Time to wake up. Do you know that in Ethiopia they have the Ethiopian Lutheran Church? And do you know how many members they have in that Ethiopian Lutheran Church? Any of you know? 9 million. Did you hear what I said? 9 million. That's 4 times the membership of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. In one country. That's where the Holy Spirit is working. And over in Ethiopia, you know what they got over there, son? I'm going to show you, and you won't forget this. This is what they got over in Ethiopia. This is the kind of thing that they have to put up with. You take the head. Don't be afraid. Take right a hold of it. It won't hurt you. We got to show the people clear in the back exactly what they have in Ethiopia. Hold it way up high, son. Take a look. Now, do you all know what that is? That's an African python. And that's just the pattern off the back. Now, this is the real deal. That's all tan. And this is where they're baptizing 1,000 people a day. We're not doing that here in the United States, and we should be. That's where the Holy Spirit is really, really working. Would you like to pet that snake? There you are. Now, that's pretty important. You remember that. Now, you stay right here with me, son, because you're an important guy. I want you to know there's another country in the world. We're going to be talking about that country. In fact, I wasn't aware you were going to take an offering, but your free will offering, every penny of that is going to go to this country, to a missionary that I showed the picture of in Bible class this morning, Pastor Carl Hansen. He's over in southern China. He's from Des Moines, Iowa, and he's really short on support, so every penny you provide today for this free will offering is going to go directly to the Carl Hansen family. Because he contacted me and he said, Missionary Gary, I'm short on my support. Could you help? I said, absolutely not. But my boss's picture is right above my desk here. He can do anything. Now, you know where Pastor Carl Hansen is? Things are different. You come right over here by me. And I want you to know, over there, they believe in evil spirits in China. And do you know how they scare away evil spirits? They play a drum. And when that drum goes, then you know that the dragon is coming. And this dragon is going to scare away the evil spirits. I got this all the way from China. And that's what that great big dragon is. And that, you've seen that, where the men are underneath that great big dragon. And that's what's used to scare away the evil spirits. I bet you'll never forget this. Turn right around so they can see too. Look at here. Now, that's what they believe scares away the evil spirits. Do we have to be afraid of evil spirits? Because we know who will help us. Yes, our God will help us. And Jesus is with us right this morning. So we don't have to worry about the evil spirits. We can understand Jesus is going to help us. And that's why we have to send missionaries, because they don't know about Jesus. So we got to send missionaries. Get it? You get it? That's exactly right. Don't forget it, son. And that's why it's so important that we send these missionaries around the world to bring them out of darkness. So I want you to know that you can be a missionary too. You can sit down right there. Do you think you could be a missionary? Go like this, honey. Yeah, you can. Do you think you could be a missionary? You have somebody in school maybe that doesn't know about Jesus? There could be. You might have a friend that doesn't know about Jesus. Who do you think ought to tell them? Go like this. Yeah, you ought to tell them. So, what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to include all these big people in this too. See, there's a lot of big people out here who don't realize that they're missionaries too. So I came here to see you and to see all these people today. And you know what we're going to do? We're all going to raise our right hand. Everybody raise your right hand. By the power vested in me, I'm swearing you in as missionaries for the rest of your life. In the name of God the Father, and God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. And if anybody ever says to you, are you a real missionary? The answer is yes. That's the weakest yes I've ever heard. Let's try that again. If anybody ever says to you, are you a real missionary? The answer is yes. You see how much better that is? So if I ever come to you or come back to this church and I say, are you a real missionary? What's the answer? Yes. Now you remember this the rest of your lives, okay? Okay, you're all real missionaries. Now you can go back. And you remind your mom and dad that they're missionaries too.